एक पल भी तुमसे दूर रहना हमको नामंजूर है। सूरज किरण बादल पवन, सूरज किरण बादल पवन कभी रह नहीं सकते जुदा। ऐसा ही दिल का हाल है मेरे दिलरुबा मेरे खुदा। ये बेकरारी ऐसी है, ये बेकरारी ऐसी है, मिलने को दिल मजबूर है। एक पल भी तुमसे दूर रहना हमको नामंजूर है। कोई यहाँ भाता नहीं, कोई यहाँ भाता नहीं, कोई सांस हाथी नहीं। इस दुनिया की रंगीनियाँ हमें रास आती ही नहीं। हमसे वतन और वतन हमसे, हमसे वतन और वतन हमसे हम तनिक ना दूर है। एक पल भी तुमसे दूर रहना हमको नामंजूर है। एक पल भी तुमसे दूर रहना हमको नामंजूर है। हमको नामंजूर है।
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
We are very grateful to Baba to have a very senior sister with us, Sister Tina, a beautiful instrument of Baba. Firstly, wish you all a very happy new year. Today is the 1st January 2023, a great day to begin in Baba's name. Such a nice day. And it's my privilege and honor to introduce our very own senior sister, Dr. Tina. Senior Dr. Tina, Sister Dr. Tina has a PhD in plant genetics and has worked for many years as a research scientist in academia. She has been practicing Rajyoga Meditation for 24 years and is currently living at the Global Harmony House, the Brahma Kumaris Center in Great Neck, New York. Tina loves to discover her inner strengths and applies spiritual concepts to practical life to stay in dignity and peace in whatever she does. It is our honor and privilege, sister, to have you here with us to share your wonderful experience and to enlighten all of us and show us the way towards Baba, towards the Almighty. In the new year, we have a wonderful subject, new habits for the new year. So we would now like to invite Sister Dr. Tina to take the stage and to guide us through this beautiful session. Over to you, Sister Tina.
Thank you, Sister Harpreet. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. And good morning, everyone. I will also take this opportunity to share the golden wishes of golden heart, golden gift that Baba gave us yesterday, right? He reminded us that this is not a celebration for one day or one night or just one conference of old and new, but it is the confluence of the whole kalpa, right? And so it's the celebration for the whole kalpa. And so Baba is saying, you experience this newness in whatever form you can, new habits, new you, if you will, right? And I like this picture of caterpillar turning into a beautiful butterfly. It is just when the caterpillar feels that it's too much now, I don't see any hope and about to end its life, and immediately it kind of transforms into this beautiful butterfly that it had never, ever, ever imagined, right? And so Baba, when he comes us, he removes us from that jungle of thorns, and he slowly helps us to get rid of those thorns and bring that beauty, that inner shine, which is already there, but Baba kind of reawakens and rekindles it and helps us to bring it out. So happy new year to one and all, each one of you. And I am wishing you all that you experience a lot of good new experiences with Baba, so that you can come close and claim your place in Baba's heart forever and ever. So with that, this particular session is not something where I am actually going to talk about habits that you would want to or need to inculcate. It's more about journeying that took place over the last couple weeks, if you will. And because Baba's Murli is so fresh, majority of it comes from there. However, I did take the support of the Avyakt Babdada's Murlis of the 31st December, let's say from 1983 or 84 or 1993, like that randomly. I just kind of picked some 31st December Murlis and wanted to see what Baba is inspiring us to do. And so that's where the inspiration comes from for today's sharing. Now, Baba said in the Murli yesterday for me this morning, that in this new year, let your efforts be elevated and easy. He definitely wants the efforts to be elevated, not just intense effort and not just fast efforts, but something that is elevated in nature, something that is very supremely good in nature. But Baba is also saying it shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't make you feel overwhelmed, but it should be easy. And he says it is easy. So we will explore if we can also try to make some of these efforts that Baba is asking us to make as easy as we can possibly make it. Yeah. So let's dive into it. But before we go further, we'll take just one moment to see what am I willing to bid farewell to. Towards the end of the Murli, when Baba was giving remembrance for the New Year's, he said, you have to bid farewell to the past, right? You have to bid farewell to something. And Baba said in the Murli that anything that is not allowing you to become complete. So maybe you can take this session as a journaling kind of a session, as an exercise session where you can actually hold a book and pen in your hand and jot down some points that emerge or realizations that come to you as you look at these slides. So is there anything that I haven't yet bid farewell to, and I want to actually, let it go so that I don't carry it into my new year? So anything that is not allowing you to become complete, it could be any trace of Maya, it could be any form of weakness, it could be any old habit, right? So anything, just create a thought that this is the thing that I don't want to carry forward in my future. And so then let's take one moment again to just reflect on how far you have come. If you have the opportunity, let's say, to be on stage in front of Bab Dada and Baba is seeing at you, and you look in Baba's eyes and you get to know, right, how far you've come, what you were yesterday and what you have become like today. So think about all that you have learned and how you have contributed so far. Just appreciating the speed that you already have taken, the courageous steps that you have already taken. So acknowledge that part of you that has transformed, acknowledge that area in your life where you are already very serviceable in your own ways. Yeah. And as you continue to reflect, as you continue to take Baba's drishti, allowing yourself to now take a moment to just celebrate. Celebrate your incredible growth. I know some of you are very new, and it is really amazing to see that how every morning you all are up at 5 a.m. and of course you'll do your Amrit Vela before that, but even to do Baba's Murlis, revise them, it's a great step that you all are taking. So I feel that is incredible. And so if I can celebrate it by just tapping myself and being proud of, what I have achieved so far, then this happiness, this intoxication, this pure pride of who I am and how far I have come, just knowing this, let this enthusiasm and zeal be maintained so that it can help me to propel into a beautiful future that is about to come. So Baba said in the Murli yesterday that we have to emerge as embodiments of success or stars of success, he said. And so I was thinking maybe I would take 4 trajectories to this. We can just focus on what the yagya is doing. And many of you must have heard that this particular year, 2023, the yagya is celebrating it as Avyakt year, right? And it is referring back to 1993, which was declared as the year of Avyakt form. Baba said in that year that you have to emerge as angels, you have to emerge as very spiritual beings. And so this whole month is the month of Avyakt form, just invoking that form, and also about the whole year, we will celebrate it as the year of becoming Avyakt. So we can take our inspirations for new habits from this, whatever they are providing us with. But otherwise, yesterday's Murli is full of jewels, full of unlimited tips and tools that Baba has given us. Just if we focus on that one Murli, also we will get a lot of newness will emerge in our efforts. Or like I have done, I took some different Murlis of 31st December, and I kind of jotted some of the aspects that Baba has, kind of again and again mentioned those, that children, you have to do this. And so we can focus on that, or you can have your own creative ideas and see how you want to experiment with different things that Baba is asking us to do in everyday Murli. Yeah, so somewhere we can begin, but I thought we will begin with emerging our Avyakt form, because this is what Brahma Baba did. And we are following the father. So I feel that this is the best place to start. at least just by having the consciousness of what I am here to do. I am here to become Avyakt. I am here to become Karmatit. I am here to become an angel, right? And so what we also need to understand, when I say to myself that I want to emerge this Avyakt form, I am saying that I need to get rid of all forms of body consciousness, right? And in essence, I have just put these three words here, Devbhan, which is basically very simple awareness of body consciousness. I am a girl, or I am a Kumari, or I am a BK, or I am living in US. This is just day-to-day kind of connected things, but it is just being aware of that I am in this body. I am doing things through this body, right? But when I actually start to identify myself as a woman, or myself as a Kumari, and I limit my capacities, I limit my growth, then that is Deyabhiman, which is actual body consciousness, where I am having wrong identity of myself. I feel that this is who I am, but the soul is neither a female nor a male, right? The soul is not a doctor. The soul is not a sister. The soul is not any of those things that are connected with the body. But if I identify myself, then that is what is body consciousness. And when I feel that this is who I am and I am right, and this is the end of it, then that is ego of what I am, right? And that is called as the ahankar. But these are the three things that actually stop us from experiencing that true innate beauty of the soul and to experience soul consciousness. Somebody was sharing with me the other day that what is the, they're just sharing with me, what is the um, method, or what did dadis do to become dadis? They were asking to Jayanti Ben, and Jayanti Didi said to them that three things I saw that dadis did. And one was that for 14 years, Baba really ingrained in them this whole idea that I am a soul. And we know from Brahma Baba's diary that Brahma Baba himself practiced I am a soul, Narayan is a soul, Jashoda is a soul, this one is a soul, that one is a soul. So I felt that, this practice of soul consciousness is very, very important, because this is what daddies did. For 14 years, they did not really go outside. They did not do much service. They did not have so much knowledge of the cycle or tree or any expansion of the knowledge that we have today. They had very simple gyan in the beginning of Aham Atma, that's it. And they practiced that a lot. And then Jayanti Didi also shared with them the second thing that they did was, whenever they were in action, they always had the consciousness of being an angel. Always in this angelic form, they're walking, angelic form, they're doing things. So they're always combined with Babdada. And that was the experience that others also got when they saw them in action. And then the third thing she said was, they never forgot that they are going to become deities. They always had this consciousness, this pure pride that they are going to become deities. And that is how the sanskars of the new world emerged in them. So I was thinking that this is what the three words that we need to revise and reflect and realize again and again, that Baba said at the end, Nirakari, Nirhankari, and Nirvikari. So Nirakari is the soul conscious state, right? The incorporeal form that I see myself in. And Nirankari is really when I'm an angel, I don't have any ego, because there is no body. In angelic form, I have no ego, and that is egoless state. And when I am a deity, I am viceless. There is no trace of vice in that state, in that form, right? And so I felt that what she shared made so much sense, just to know that if I practice these three qualities, these three things, then I can become complete like Baba. And so in one of the Murlis of 2010, actually, which we revised last on 15th of December this year, or was it 3rd of December? I don't remember exact date, but this was revised just before yesterday. And Baba was talking about practicing soul consciousness to emerge the innate qualities of the soul, the 7 qualities of the soul. And more I practice that qualities of the soul, the more I will experience soul conscious state. So just practicing or creating a habit where I am always in the awareness of soul, I'm always on the field of action, an angel, and I'm always in my pure pride of being a deity. This is a very simple habit that we can ingrain in ourselves. Personally, this touched my heart and I am taking it seriously. So I thought I will share with you all also to see if it would benefit everyone. And then the second thing that I was talking about was yesterday's Murli, where Baba said, you hold this special aim, children. He said, use everything in a worthwhile way. All your treasures, including time, thoughts, virtues, knowledge, powers, and you can add more to this list because the attainments are so many, right, at different levels. Relationships, connections, your breath, your skills, your different assets, whatever you have that you consider it as a treasure, you make sure that you use it in a worthwhile way, right? And you become an image of success. So whenever I'm using a thought, I have to make sure that that thought is pure, that thought is powerful, right? Whenever I'm using my time, I have to make sure that in that time, I am remembering Baba. My breath is always connected in remembrance with Baba. Every action I perform, I am showcasing some speciality of virtues in that. So in whatever way you can, you create your own chart with this, but every treasure, you use it in a worthwhile way, Baba said. And then Baba said in the same Murli yesterday that you become master bestowers. I really like this title because I personally, yesterday we did the journaling exercise and we were thinking, like I was thinking, what is one virtue if I have to hold on to and practice every single day? Then I said to myself that this is the virtue that I will give good wishes and receive good wishes. One of the Murlis, Baba said, even if somebody is not giving you love, you take love, right? And so it's the attitude, it's the thoughts that I am generating that this one also loves me, this one also cares for me. Maybe they don't, but at least when I think like that, it is going to touch them. My vibrations will transform their attitudes, right? Baba says that. And so when Baba said yesterday, become master bestowers, it just made so much sense that I have to use everything in a worthwhile way. And so if I bestow everything, whether it is my thoughts, whether it is my feelings, whether it is my time, if I'm a bestower, then I will use everything in a worthwhile way. Right? Because a bestower will only bestow that which is worthwhile, right? And so Baba said this year, note down whether you gave anyone anything to whichever souls comes in front of you. So if that soul came in front of you, but they returned empty-handed, then that is a failure, right? It means I did not become a master bestower in that moment, right? And so Baba said, distribute a lot, distribute a lot. So good wishes, if I have to give, I have to practice, no, something more deeper inside. So Baba is saying that you make a note at the end of the day that did I give something to whoever came in front of me. So this can be a new habit. I personally haven't practiced this for every single soul, but I thought it might be a good practice to do. At least we try for a month and then we come back. If we want to change something, these slides can be used even on monthly basis. You can change and you can come back and see what you want to do more. But we start from here. Yeah. And then looking at all the other versions of Bab Dada for 31st December, in one of the Murlis in 1993, Baba said, keep a new chart. He didn't like us to keep a chart of, oh, I did Murli, I did Amrit Vela, I did yoga, I did this service, I did this negative action. No, but Baba said, keep a new chart of 4 subjects. And of course, you can expand on this, how you will keep a chart of the 4 subjects. And I have done my homework a little bit, but you can also do yours. And these are different murlis from where these points have come. But for example, in one of the murlis, Baba said newness in methods. So that is knowledge. How, what Yuktis Baba gives us in the murlis, I put it down that this is the method I can use. This is the method I can use to explain to someone about this particular aspect of knowledge. And so newness in methods, Baba says, you bring. Yoga, in one of the Murlis, I think it was 1984, where Baba said you should have endless yoga. You should be endless yogis. That means constant yogis, right? And so he said new experiments in yoga. So if there is anything that is bothering me, or if there is anything I want to imbibe, then I use the methodology that Baba is teaching me. I experiment with that idea and then see if it works for me. So that is newness in yoga. And then for dharna, Baba says new year of good wishes in one of the Murlis. He said economical in everything, or be solution oriented. Finish the word problem in your dictionary. And then I personally, whenever I think of dharna, I like this word spiritualization and spiritualization of your senses. And when Baba speaks about spiritualization of the senses, Baba says that, you know, like for example, in yesterday's Murli, he said, if somebody is not willing to listen to Gyan, then you just give them through your drishti. So your drishti has to be very spiritual. Your drishti has to be very pure. Your drishti has to be filled with bhavna, and that would touch those souls, right? So Baba said in one of the Murlis that you should have very spiritual vision, that whoever sees you is attracted to Baba. Baba says every word that emerges from your mouth should be sweet. He said you should have a sweet face. You should speak sweet words. Your behavior should be sweet. So through my face, through my mouth, through my words, I can bestow sweetness, right? And so when we were doing this project, Acts of Goodness, I remember we talked about spiritualization of all the senses. When I am listening, how am I listening? So if I just use this one word, spiritualization, spiritualization of everything in simple terms means bringing alaukicness in your life, right? Spiritualization in the way I think, spiritualization in the way I listen, spiritualization in the way I see, spiritualization in the way I talk, the way I behave, the way I dress up, the way I sit, the way I eat. Everything is becoming spiritualized, right? And that is big, big dharna, right? To make sure that everything is very spiritual. In this month, in our Vyakti Parivar, we are doing this homework of eating in silence, and of course, many times we do, but sometimes we don't pay so much attention and we still talk over the phone, or we are still talking with others about what happened throughout the day. But this particular month, in the month of January, we said that even if I'm drinking water, I will give it a drishti and create a thought, like, for example, I am a golden aged soul. And then I drink that water. Or if I'm eating food, I will eat in remembrance of Baba, right? So this is like spiritualization of food, right? And so everything that is connected with me or my routine, I am able to spiritualize it, basically. That's what it really means in essence, to become alaukik in relationships, in connections, in everything. Yeah. And then service also, Baba says many things for service, but I just put down a couple things. And he said, in yesterday's Murli, he said, each one bring another one. Each one bring another one, he said. He says in one of the Murlis that enable others to have a right to the Father's inheritance. This is service, no? That I can attract others to come close to Baba so that they can claim their own right. I cannot claim for others. I cannot make effort for others. I cannot do for them, but they have to do it themselves. But I can be that bridge, right? I can be that bridge where the soul will be able to connect with the Supreme Soul. They say mother is the bridge between the child and the father. So I can be that world mother. I can connect the souls with their Supreme Soul, and I can bring them close to Baba. So this is what service field involves. And there could be many, many other things. He says become endless donors. So donors in what way? It could be donor of time. It could be donor of your, using your body for seva. It could be donor in the form of giving your time or giving your thoughts. Mansa seva, Baba said, practice of the mind, he said. Or you could, wealth can be another thing, or your skills could be another thing, right? They can be vast things. Now you have to see for yourself which is the area that you would like to work upon. Like, for example, I might already be giving my full time to the yajna. Then to say, oh, I'm giving more time to the yajna doesn't make sense, right? Unless I actually overboarded and did something more. So if I am already doing 1 hour of yoga, let's say, for example, then to say, oh, I did 1 hour of yoga in the month of January, no big deal, right? I didn't bring any newness. But if I've never done sitting 1 hour yoga and I am able to do that 1 hour of yoga sitting in Baba's room, in Baba's remembrance properly, unadulterated, then that's a newness for me, right? So this is where I'm saying that the comparison has to be between I and I, what I was yesterday and what I am today, what I did yesterday and what I'm able to do today. So you have to look at your own journey and then decide for yourself where you would like to create a new habit for yourselves, right? But there are many more versions of Bab Dada which can be taken as inspiration to create a new habit. So now I want to just ask you to reflect on a couple of things. Let's say you have understood these different things that Baba is telling us to do, and you pick one, and if you were to describe in one word or one phrase for what 2023 will be like. 2023 is or will be the year of, and you fill in the blank, whatever you want to write, you can write. You can write one word or you can write a phrase, but you are taking that as a mantra, for example, like that will be kind of your awareness for the whole year. For example, last year I said 2022 will be year of contentment. And when I was looking at my journal yesterday, I really felt that it was year of contentment. I have no complaints at all for whatever 2022 brought, So like that, if you see for 2023, what will be it like for you? What do you feel? What do you want to make out of it? Yeah.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
2023 will be positive and energetic.
Okay, good. So if you have completed this, then we move forward. If it is not coming to you and you need some more time, then you just write this in your journal. And whenever you have more time and you want to spend more reflecting upon it, then you can use this again and come back to it later. Yeah.
Om Shanti. I think there were this new year 2023 would be to give, to be a master donor, to be a constant server to everyone, all the 800 souls, 800 crores souls, 8 billion souls in the world. I think that and automatically Baba will replenish whatever we are giving. It will he will replenish it multifolds for them. I think that 2023 is to just keep giving, like a transformer, like a constant server. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it could be anything, whatever touches your heart, and you'll feel it. You don't have to take it from others, but it could be an inspiration from Murli also, right? And then if I am holding that thought that 2023 will be year of miracles or year of success or year of giving or year of being alokik, whatever it is, right? Then what will be your anchor thought? The thought that you can use as an anchor, meaning if there is a moment of upheaval, or if there is a big test paper tomorrow that comes in your life, I'm not hoping that to happen, but we don't know, right? Life is very unpredictable sometimes in its own ways. So this thought will put me back on track. Yeah. So this is like that thought that will help me to become stable, to not fluctuate, to not get deceived by the temporary scene in the drama, or to not be defeated by the way Maya is trying to attack you, but you are able to remain like in Angad, very stable, very strong, very positive, very clear-headed, no confusion. So this is that thought. Yeah. What will be that thought, your anchoring thought that you can hold on to? Like, for example, I will share with you, when I did the course, I remember in my intermediate lessons, I learned this. This is Gita Sar actually, that says whatever happened is good, whatever is happening is good, and whatever will happen will be the best, right? And we all know this. But for me, this is my anchoring thought. Anytime any test paper comes, I am in front of Baba and I tell him, I know this is good. I know in my heart this is good. Just that I can't see it, but I know it is good. And instantly it puts me back in the right attitude to look at that scene, even though it is very negative. Yeah, but it will help me. It helps me personally speaking. So like that, if you have chosen that year of giving, for example, and tomorrow, let's say you don't have anything, which will not be the case, but I'm giving you an extreme kind of a scenario, then how are you going to help yourself to remain stable? Yeah, so that's the anchoring thought that you will hold on to. Yeah. So once you are clear what your anchoring thought is, or theme for 2023, you know,
Om
when
Shanti.
yes. Mhm.
My anchor thought will be I am an ancestor soul, incorporeal soul, eternal soul.
Yeah,
मैं
very nice.
हिंदी it is मैं पूर्वज आत्मा हूँ, अशरीरी निराकार. ओम शांति.
Yeah, yeah. And because I am ancestor, I have it in me, right? You know, we study in science about epigenetics, and epigenetics means the genes are there. They're coming from your ancestors. Sometimes you don't inherit them from your parents, but you inherit them from your grandparents and great-great-grandparents, right? So when I am an ancestor and I'm full of all these virtues, I'm full of all these attainments, that golden gifts that Baba has given me, then automatically I will be able to bestow upon others. I will be able to give it to others, right? Without any fear, without any selfish motive, without any expectation, without any need of return, right? None of those things would be there. So very nice, very good. So you understand what an anchor thought is, right? So you hold yourself with that theme for this month or for this coming year, however you want to look at it. And then now that I have released some things, I have realized that this is what I want to bring in my life. You know, this is the habit I really wish I had. So what am I willing to welcome in my life in 2023? So let's say, for example, the brother said, I want to give and give and give and give. So what am I willing to welcome in my life in 2023? That I will be able to fulfill that goal of mine, or that aim, or that, you know, hope that I have from 2023. Yeah, what am I willing to welcome in my life in
Om
2023?
Shanti, brother. Om Shanti, sister. I will forgive everybody.
Okay.
Forgive and forget.
Mhm. Now, this can also be like something that can be taken from Murli is also, if I'm willing to welcome, let's say, for example, I'm willing to be loved by everyone, then there will be no space for hatred, or there will be no space of feeling lonely or not being loved, right? But sometimes we don't, I don't know if this would make sense to you. Sometimes we don't want others to love us, but we say, I don't care, I don't need. But am I willing to be loved? Because I have to be willing to be loved even by Baba. Then Baba would love me, right? So similarly, for myself, like, for example, I said, I'm willing to be respected. Sometimes I feel that is lacking. And so then I'm telling myself, it's okay to accept appreciation. It's okay to accept goodness from others in that form as well, right? So what am I willing to welcome in my life in 2023, which I sometimes subtly say no to it, and this can especially also be something that touched your heart from the Murli. So, for example, am I able to put a full stop in a second when I want? Baba said this in last revised Murli that was spoken. It was revised. Original date was 15th of December 2010. And so, am I willing to put a full stop? Because then I will start a new sentence. But sometimes I like to hold on to that, I will never forget what you said to me. I will never forget how you made me feel. I will never forget what you did to me. So this, this kind of thing is not then helping me. So something like that, you try to recognize where you're not allowing it to come to you. But if you allow it to come to you, then it is easy. Like, for example, when I was maybe 5-6 years in Gyan, and I realized this Mama's slogan was always about think your every moment as the final moment, right? This was her slogan, Har ghadi antim ghadi samjho. And I never liked that in those days. I was like, what is this? This is really not what I want to feel, because I want to make effort, I want to grow, I want to move ahead in my life, I want to achieve a lot, and I don't want to see this as my final moment. It just didn't make, it didn't align with the way I was feeling in that moment. And then so basically I wasn't willing to accept my every moment to be my final moment, right? But now I am at a state where I feel I have attained, I have a lot in my life. Baba has given me unlimited attainments, right? Baba has given me so much. I can experience them, I can feel them. And so this whole idea that this can be my last moment feels okay. It doesn't disturb me, or it doesn't make me feel otherwise, but it feels okay. So it's like I've accepted it. I'm willing to see it like that. So is there anything that I'm not willing to welcome, if I can recognize that, which is also connected with my theme for the year, my thought for the year, right? So you see if there is something like that that you're willing to welcome. I just gave this as an example, full stop. And then this will be our final question, like, for 2023, what intentions am I willing to set for myself? Yeah, so for my family, for my work, for my service, whatever is appropriate for you, and then for my world. What would I like to see for myself, basically? What bhavna I have for my family, for my work, or for my service, or my colleagues, and at a bigger picture for my world, right? What intentions I want to set. Because if you have the intent, then you will try to make the effort and you will bring it, right? So it's important that you see that.
Om Shanti, sister.
Yeah.
First of all, lovely, happy New Year. You have churned so much of the, I don't know what is that thing in us, the caterpillar in us, I'm picturing myself as how I would be, and I'm still painting that canvas. I've still not got that fairy butterfly which you have done. As you were asking us these questions, I couldn't share because I was just trying to go deep inside. You asked first those two things, what I would like to become. For me, it's only two things, as you say, whether it's a phrase or a word. Shakti Swarup. I want to be absolute Shakti Swarup. And the other thing, what I would like to be is Prakash Vishwa. I can't form that word. That's why I was trying to find out what kind of world. Prakash Vishwa means where I would like to see the world full of light. Then what I would do if, suppose my anchor, if I'm not Shakti Swarup, I have got only one call. I will call 000, my Baba, and I will try to do. I don't think I can see of any other anchor. And for the Prakash Vishwa, I would manufacture more lights, like as if I'm a light factory, I would see, why are my old lights not working? Why did the world not accept me? What were the leakages? That's my thing. Welcome. What I would like to welcome everyone, because there were a few people whom I never welcomed to the Gyan thinking, excluding them. Of course, or I would have welcomed them, but with restrictions. I would like to welcome love, everything and everyone, and not willing. That's why I stopped here, because I shared the same feeling. Whenever they used to show this, this Antim Samskar in Madhuban, that song which used to come now, Ab Jana Hai, Ab Ghar Jana Hai. I never used to like that scene at all. I used to tell Baba, I never want to be that, because I have to see that I have whatever work you have given, I have done. If suppose I again take a birth over here and I have not done, I'm going to miss whatever it is, with whatever body or whatever it is. I really, that I am not willing to really, and that is really going on for the past 3-4 years with me. I am not willing to accept that song or that thing. I said, no, Baba, ab ghar nahi jana hai, ab mujhe bahut karna hai. When you said that, I just thought I would share. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Okay, so and again, Girija Ben, you don't have to do all at once, because we have limited time. So I thought I will share these ideas, and then you can come back to it after 2 days. You can come back to it at the end of the month. You can come back to it after 6 months. You feel you've achieved your intention. You can revamp it. You can redo it, right? This is an exercise which will always give you new answers. You won't come up with old answers. But it's something that you want to think about and ponder upon. And so the final question is that how do I want to grow in 2023? Can I feel it? Can I sense it? Can I smell it? And yesterday's Murli was so amazing. I just fell in love with it because for two reasons. One, of course, Baba gave such easy yuktis, but also Baba talked with every group. I don't know if any one of you noticed, he talked with children, he talked with youth, he talked with double foreigners, he talked with Bharatvasis, he talked with mothers, he talked with Kumaris, he talked with of
Teachers.
different cultural groups, teachers, he talked with teachers, right? So he talked with everybody, he didn't miss out on anyone. So I felt like he gave us so beautiful gift for New Year this time. I felt very special, I felt. And so Baba is saying at the end towards the Murli that you have to create a garden of spiritual roses in blossom, right? He said that to the teachers, but we all can take it, right? And so if I want to become this spiritual rose, which is blossoming and becoming big and beautiful and fragrant, then I want to know, right, how I will feel, how I will grow into feeling like this rose, sensing it, smelling it, What do you want to become? What do you want to grow into? Yeah? Or how you want to do that with dignity, with grace, with patience, with love, with energy, with zeal, with enthusiasm, right? So you feel that energy, you feel that vibration, you sense it, you smell it every time you do things. You tell yourself, this is what I have told me myself. I want to grow like this, right? So you come back to it again and again. Yeah. And then also Baba said in this Murli about transforming mine into yours and becoming carefree emperors. More and more, I'm able to say, this is yours, Baba, this is yours. I am yours. Everything of mine is yours. Then automatically I will be carefree emperor, right? Carefree in everything. But this is again just an example. Like that you can take from Baba's Murli also. What do you want to become? How you want to do this? How you want to achieve this, right? So I think that's where I'm going to stop. And if we want, we can take some questions, or we can churn a little bit and we can share if anybody wants to share what they liked, or what they want to do, what touched their heart from Baba's Murli. Anything you can share, whatever comes to your mind. You can spend like 5 minutes and then we'll do meditation, guided commentary. I'm seeing all your chat messages.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
I have one question. For there's four things which you described. What are my intentions for myself, and what are the intentions for the family? Now, for the self, I said that it is basically I want to be a Purvat soul, ancestor soul. But what should be my intentions for my family? When I suppose I have intentions for my family, then will it be considered as a swarth or something, or it will be kind of a role support of the role which I'm playing as a family member?
Yeah,
Then in the
it is.
larger sense, I am giving to the entire 8 billion souls. So will my family will not be included in that? Or
It
I mean,
will be included, but because you're born in that family, you have a special responsibility towards that family, right? You have to give them a little bit extra, right? In a way, because you know them. So one time Baba asked Dadi Janki, I believe, don't quote me on this,
Yeah.
but I believe Baba asked Dadi Janki that or Dadi Janki asked some sisters, something like that. But they asked them that, do you remember your students? And Dadi said, no, Baba, how can I remember my students? And Baba told her, how can you not remember your students? Because if you don't remember them, how are you going to give them sustenance? How are you going to do mansa seva for them? How are you going to give them sakash? The world needs your sakash. And these students are connected to you, so they need it even more from you. So in a way, Baba is trying to say that where you are, you have a responsibility towards those people that you're connected. It's not a coincidence that you're born in that family, and it's not a fluke, right? It's not just like that, but there is a reason. And so you fulfill that reason. And it's not selfishness, because you are not expecting them to become BKs. Yeah. You're not expecting them to connect and become the roots of the tree. Wherever they belong in the tree doesn't matter. But your aim is to just bring them close to the experiencing God's love or God's knowledge or God's wisdom, whatever it is that they need, because every soul in the tree needs something from the seed. What it is, you have to recognize and see for yourself. It could be that you're just bringing them close to Baba's family. You're making them cooperative. You're not holding on to the thought that they should become BKs. That is not the right thought. But if you're holding on to the thought that they can also experience the same pure form of love, pure form of knowledge, pure form of happiness, which is not based on external gratification, then that's the best part you can play, right? Being in that family. So definitely not selfishness.
Thank you. Beautifully answered. Thank you. I have got my
Oh,
answer. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, yeah. Anyone else wants to share anything?
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Wish you a very happy new year. And this year's resolution from my side is to have a smile on my face throughout the year. For this, what I have to do every day, I have to list out all my worries. Before going to bed, I would like to carry those put them in the basket, carry it to Baba, and give it to him. And I will not return empty. He will not send me empty-handed. He will fill those baskets with beautiful blooming roses. And this way, I would like to have that visualization and be a ever smiling soul. And then for the next semester, I would like to donate, experience all this smiling face, how it would be. And then I would like to donate this smile to everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Very nice.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Yesterday, I noted this point, the highlighted version of Baba said is, Baba said Brahma Baba did not postpone anything. He did all the jobs immediately. He utilized all the treasures given by Baba. So Baba said, lastly, if you have love with Brahma Baba means follow further. So every step, all the steps, several steps we noted, we practicing. So simply, we must just watch whatever Brahma Baba follow. We follow further. That is my ambition here. So,
Yeah, but I feel you should break it down, because follow father is a huge topic. Now, within that, if you say, let's say, for example, Brahma Baba loved Murli. Never ever he missed his Murli, even on the final day, last day of his life. He read the Murli for the children. He spoke the Murli. He gave them the knowledge, right? So can I have that kind of love for Murli? You ask yourself. Brahma Baba never was careless, Shiv Baba said. He was very alert in his efforts. So can I be alert like Brahma Baba? So you break it into something that is achievable, that is doable, that is, it would give you a sense of, yeah, I did it. I'm able to follow Baba in this aspect. Of course, if you do everything, great, but I'm not sure how you will do everything in one go, right? So you break it, I would suggest.
that's why Baba always check and change.
Yeah.
Every minute we must be conscious of our effort. So even 20 or 30% we are following further means also the very best result we will get.
Mhm. Okay, Reshmi, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, hi Tina sister, Om Shanti.
Oh,
So yeah, so sometimes back that someone asked that what I can keep for my family. So I just want to share one experience that for the last 6 months, my in-laws were there and my father-in-law was taking treatment of cancer. So with the, with the disease, and he is very aged, so things were very difficult, for him also, to take it positively, and for the family. So one thing what I practiced, that to transform it to the world family. When I see that it's my family, they're my in-laws, so that was making the things more tougher. But when I transformed my drishti and vritti, that they are the part of this, game, that they are part of this play which I am also part of, that play, that drama which I'm also part of. And when this drishti means when I made it to the unlimited in Behad, so that actually was making them feel their original swarup. As you said, that not necessarily that everyone will identify Baba, everyone will become BK, but getting happiness where they are right now, and having the feeling of this true happiness, true bliss. I think that is what we can do uh, to to the family we all belong to, when we keep the behad drishti, and when we think that, when we being the embodiment of true soul consciousness, I mean, which means that I'm part of this game, they are no one, they are also Babas, that we all are playing a beautiful uh, we all are playing in a beautiful drama. So that way, I think we can bring the best out of us for everyone, because truly this world is our family. You are my family, everyone is my family. So that will be helpful, I feel.
Yes. So the brother's question was, when he's already doing it for the world, then why to do it for the family? Like, what is the basic thing, you know? But if you are having difficulty with that attachment thing, then what you did is right. That's how you should do, actually. But there is also Baba also says that you are there for a reason, right? So if you know that this person needs more love, then you would give them little extra love. If you know there is some karmic account here and I need to settle, you will give them more respect, more whatever they need in that moment. You fulfill their need, right? See what they want. And that is easy, no? With family members, you would recognize easily. You should be able to do for everyone, but that's not so easy, right? To recognize what is the desire in each one's heart. So we do it in a general thing for the whole world, which is perfectly fine. There's no problem in that. But it is also to do it for specifics. If you can, you don't have to
Yes,
do it.
sister. That's right. Yes.
All right. I am looking at time. Sakshi, you want to say something sensefully?
Yeah, I wanted to know about, so first of all, Happy New Year. And you said, and I was not willing to take that thought, like har ghadi antim ghadi. So what was your anchor thought at that time?
My anchor thought always has been that everything that happens to me is Kalyankari. And so everything is good. This Kalyankari word and everything happening to me is Kalyankari. That was my anchoring thought since beginning, even up to now. I feel whatever is happening to me is Kalyankari. But I wasn't able to accept that. And so when I told to my teacher, whoever was my instrument at that time, um, she told me, Tina, just put this on the back burner. Don't worry about it for now.
Mm,
And when the right time will come, this thing will come to you. It will automatically come.
right.
It's like when I came into Gyan, when they told me, oh, you're going to become deity, I said, huh, really? You know, so it's like you don't accept it because you don't see
Right.
it, right?
Mm,
So it's same. But now if you tell me you're becoming a deity, I will take it, right? So it's
mm,
same thing. You're not ready. We're not ready in the moment because we don't see ourselves become full of all virtues, become full of so many qualities. Now when I feel it, I feel it's okay if this is my final moment. That time it wasn't. coming. But what I did, I just left it at the back burner. I didn't touch it. I didn't think about it. I didn't allow it to disturb me. I just said, Mama, I will take your thing that hukmi hukun chala raha hai, but not this for now. And then I, slowly kept moving forward, and eventually it just came. It just felt okay with it.
Okay. Thank you, sister.
Sure. Okay. So lovely, everyone. Thank you for joining, and Happy New Year. Wish you all the best. May you make best spiritual endeavors so that you reach your highest goal in the fastest time period, and make Baba proud of you and have a big space in his heart, constant space, eternal space, right? So with that, shall we do a little meditation? Yeah.
Yes, sister, please go ahead.
Okay. Let's do a small meditation. I sit straight in solitude, allowing myself to enter into the cave of introversion. Very gently, I pull my senses inwards. I see, but I don't see, and I hear, but I don't hear. Just go inside, deep within myself. And it is in this cave of introversion that I'm able to touch my inner core. I'm able to feel the state of calmness of my mind and my intellect. And both these companions of mine are willing to cooperate with me to take this high jump so that I can liberate myself from the gravitational force of the planet Earth and go far beyond into the distance, reaching the highest on high, the supreme abode. And I come face to face in front of the supreme Shiv Baba, the ocean of unlimited golden gifts. And as I see Baba, it feels like I'm seeing myself in the mirror. And I know that Baba is transforming me from this state of being a caterpillar, allowing me, helping me, guiding me to become a beautiful butterfly. Experience Baba's love caressing you, embracing you, holding you close. Experience Baba's unlimited rays of light. Helping your own light to shine bright. See your inner beauty as you continue to look at Baba. And whatever steps you have taken today, Baba knows it all. and He bestows upon I, the soul, unlimited blessings, so I can continue to make elevated efforts which are easy in nature. I am willing to make righteous effort to come close to my own perfection so that I can become like you. With this determination, I hold Baba's hand and gently decide to return back as you feel ready to be new you in this new day, new month, new year. I shall bring newness in every aspect of my life, allowing myself to be worthy of that golden aged status that Baba is here to provide. Filled with unlimited gifts, I return back to the planet, back to the center of the forehead, and moving forward, anytime, any soul, anywhere, if they come in front of me, surely they will receive a gift from God's instrument. Om Shanti. And Happy New Year once again, everyone. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, sister. I'm sure everyone really enjoyed the session today in this beautiful new year. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Sister Tina, for
Thank
guiding
you.
us through this beautiful journey of reflection and contemplation on what we can plan to do in this new year. Thank you so much, Divine Family. Thank you, Baba. Wish you all a very, very happy new year. And we'll meet again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister.